That is another tattva. Understand? That's another tattva. Therefore these rascals say, if Krishna is your Bhagavan, if you say Krishna is Bhagavan, why Krishna? That Bhagavan is doing such nonsense. So abominable. Why is it? Doing such abominable. Why? Huh? Why is not a very perfect personality and set up good example, ideal example? Huh? Why is not a very strict personality on this love affair or sense affairs? Gratification. Strict personality. Why is Bhagavan like that? That's the answer. You understand? But with the Vaishnavas we answer this. No. You rascal, you don't know. Krishna is Bhagavan. And gopis are his devotees, bhakta. You understand? So this is a question of bhakta and Bhagavan. You understand? Bhagavan means, as Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, Bhaktaram Jagnatapasam Sarvaloka Maheshwaram is only Bhaktara. Is the only enjoyer. Is the supreme enjoyer. Nobody else is enjoyer. You understand? The bhakta means devotees. What is their business? Or the business of the bhakta, devotees. To be enjoyed by Bhagavan. Yes. Or to give enjoyment to the Bhagavan. So gopis are bhaktas, devotees, and Krishna is Bhagavan. So he is to enjoy gopis, and gopis' business to give him enjoyment. Thereby gopis will get pleasure and Krishna will get pleasure. If you can be enjoyed by Krishna, then you will get pleasure. Otherwise you can't get pleasure. You understand, Maharaja? You want to be enjoyed by him? Then you should put on saris like and make your demand your appearance looking very nice, beautiful. Then Krishna will enjoy you. Do you understand? Otherwise with this, people never look at you. You're nasty looking. This is our outward appearance. Krishna never looks at this outward appearance. He looks into the heart. You understand? The Vaishnavas means those are followers of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu are all like gopis. They are enjoyed by Krishna. Gopi Bhava. You understand? Sakhi Bhava. You understand? The Guru or spiritual master who comes here, comes in the line, disciplic succession of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Krishna. You understand? He is a gopi. He is a companion of Radharani. I was telling that thing once, isn't it? Nikunja yuno ratikeri siddhi jajali bhirjukte rapekhyaniya tatradi dati pallavasya bande guru sri charanaravindam. In Guru Bhashtaka, every day we sing. You know its meaning?
The spiritual master is engaged in serving the gopis to serve Radharani.
Yes. Is Radha Priya Sakhi. this girl companion of Radharani. You understand? Tatradi daksha, dadivallabhasya. He is very expert. Daksha means expert. In what matter? In uniting Radha and Krishna in Kunja. Nikunjo, you know, Rati Keli Siddhi. In this matter of Rati, Kam Krida. This loving playing. Krida means play, game, love affairs. He is very expert. You understand? So his spiritual master, he is Gopi. He is one of the Gopis. Radha Priya Shakhi, dear girl companion of Radharani. You understand? And we Jiva, Jiva means Jivatma, Jiva Prakriti. You understand? Not Purusha. There is Purusha and Prakriti. You understand? It is mentioned in Srimad Bhagavad Gita. Purusha is only Purusha is Krishna. Purusha means male person. And Prakriti means feminine gender, Stree, woman. So, are you a Purusha or Stree? Prakriti. What are you? Don't worry. Are you male or female? Yes, that's correct. Nobody is a female. So put on your sari. Have long hair. This thing. Put on sari. And now it's Nupur. And then dance before Krishna. Krishna is very much pleased, you see. Yes, this is our outward appearance, male or female. But as Atma, Jiva, we are Prakriti, feminine. You understand? Therefore, we should be enjoyed by Krishna is the only Purusha. You understand? This is Tattva. This is Tattva. How to know Tattva, things. That we indeed want to know Him in truth, then we should bow down or offer our respectful obeisance to also pure confidence devotees of Lord Chaitanya. Otherwise you cannot know Him. Chaitanya Ādi-līlā jar korne prabeshila hridaya nirmala bhelo tara. We were singing this song of Narottam Das Thakur. You understand? Chaitanya Ādi-līlā jar korne prabeshila hridaya nirmala bhelo tara. The pastimes of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is madhu. Madhu means very, very sweet. If one is fortunate enough, he can hear all these pastimes from the lips of a pure devotee, Gaura Bhakta, devotee of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, then his heart will be purified. You understand? Otherwise not possible. Therefore, Srila Kaviraj Goswami says this. You must bow down to all such pure confidence devotees of Lord Chaitanya if you indeed want to know Him in truth. This is the purport. But I'll go back. Yesterday's topic, we heard this. Shivdare pravartailo kali juga dharma. Chaitanya dasi jane ei sab marma. Thus he initiated the dharma age of Kali. The devotees of Lord Chaitanya know all these truths. Previously, it is stated, he initiated the dharma of age of Kali. What is dharma of Kali Yuga? Hari Sankirtana. Kali Yuga dharma hoy Hari Sankirtan etadarthyavattirna Sri Sachinandan. The previous verse says, Sri Krishna Chaitanya Goswami Rasera Sadan Ashesa Vishesa Kaila Rasa Aspadan. Lord Sri Krishna Chaitanya is the abode of Rasa. He himself tested the sweetness of Rasa in endless ways. He tested himself and he distributed it. You understand? He distributed it. He was very, very merciful. As Rupa Goswami says, Mahavadanya. You understand? Nama Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prem Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namni Gaura Tuise Nama. We pay obeisances to that Gaura. Why? Mahavadanya. Nama Mahavadanya Krishna Prem Pradayate. You understand? He is most munificent incarnation. Isn't it? What did he give us? What is his done?
Love of God.
Krishna Prem, love of Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Isn't it? No incarnations. Krishna, I previously told you that Krishna has innumerable incarnations. Isn't it? But when Krishna himself came, or himself comes to this material world, and all other avatars, incarnations, Krishna comes to this material, they never give this thing, this prem. You understand? Only in Chaitanya avatar. When he comes as Lord Chaitanya, that means 500 years ago he came for Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and distributed this love of Krishna indiscriminately. Achanyal apamara vitakara. You understand? He never considers whether Muruhari is a qualified person or not to get this prem. He never considers this. You understand? He gave one and all indiscriminately distributed. Therefore, he is known as Mahavadanyavata. Anarpita Sahijiran Karunayavatin Nakalu Samarpayit Munnat Galarasang So Bhakti Sriyam. We sing this verse. Anarpita Chari. That means in other ages, in other incarnations, it has not been given, this Krishna prem. You understand? Only in Chaitanya Avatar, 500 years ago, that Krishna, when came as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he distributed freely to one and all. Therefore he is known as Mahavadanya Avatar. You understand? He is known as Mahavadanya. I was telling you yesterday one thing. Krishna, Srihudam Sarvabhutanam. Krishna is the only well-wishing friend of all the living entities. How he was thinking of. He was thinking in his abode that when he came here as Krishna in this material world and taught Gita and instructions to Arjuna, gave instructions to Arjuna that Gita, many, the most confidential instructions he gave, and he was thinking that people of Kali Yuga cannot understand it. They cannot practice this thing in their life. How can they be delivered? How can they approach me? He says, only I have spoken this. This is theoretical knowledge I have given only. I have not set up an example before them. How to surrender? How to surrender the lotus feet of Krishna? You understand? One who has not developed this prem, this love to Krishna, he cannot surrender himself. You understand this? You only will surrender yourself completely to that person to whom you love the best. Otherwise it cannot be possible. You understand? So this is a question of love, love affair. This is there, inherent in that verse. This love is there. So, the Acharyas say, Gita, how many verses Gita contains? 700 verses. And Bhagavatam? 18,000 verses. You understand? Gita is also the essence of all Vedic scripture, all Vedas. सर्वोपनिषद गाव गावो दुग्धा गोपाल नंदन कृष्ण पार्थवस्ता सुधीर भोक्ता दुग्धम गीतामृतम महा. Do you know this? And the Upanishads means the Vedas. The top portion of the Vedas are known as Upanishads. They become the cows, milky cows. Upanishad Gava, Dugdha Gopalanandan, Gopalanandan Krishna becomes the milkman. You understand? Dugdha means milkman. It draws milk from those cows. This Gita-amṛta is nectar of Gita. And Partho or June is the calf. Cow and calf. Unless there is calf, the milk cannot come out. Isn't it? So this milk, Gita Bani as milk, nectar, came out and is distributed to one and all. You understand? Huh? So he gave these things. Gopalanandana Krishna and Srudan Sarvabhutanam is the only well-wishing friend of the all living entities. Therefore he was thinking of this thing. No, I have not set up an example before the people, and especially the Kali Yuga, this very, very degraded Yuga age, is full of sin, sinful activities. The consciousness is very, very low. The consciousness of people is very, very low and degraded. They cannot understand it. Because I have not set up an example. So I must go and set up an example. How to surrender. How to develop this praying to Krishna, then surrender. So Gour. He came as Gour. So he was thinking. Jug dharma is nam prem prachar, nam Krishna sankirtan prachar. But this is outward, bahiranga. But there is inward, radhaya pranayama, antaranga. I have told this thing, isn't it? Two things. Why Krishna became, why Shyam Sundar became Gaur Sundar. There are two types of causes. One is antaranga, another is bahiranga. Bahiranga means external cause, that is Yuga Dharma Prachar. You understand? And another is antaranga, internal cause, sadhaya pranayama, Ishrush. Three things, three desires to fulfill. Antaranga for himself, bahiranga for others. Therefore it is known as bahiranga and antaranga. So he was thinking, Krishna was thinking in his abode. So I have not done so, that I will go and now practice and set up an example how to practice surrender. Caitanya-caritāmṛta. In Caitanya-caritāmṛta, Kaviraj Goswami writes, but Krishna's own words. Juga dharma pravartam nama sankirtana. Juga dharma pravartam nama sankirtana. Jari bhavo bhakti diya nachamu bhuvana. Jari bhavo bhakti diya nachamu bhuvana. Apani karimu bhakto bhavo angi kare. Bhakti sikhamu sobare. Apaniya jari bhakti sikhamu sobare. আপনি না কইলে ধর্ম শিখানো না যায়,
আপনি না কইলে ধর্ম শিখানো না যায়,
এই তো সিদ্ধান্ত গীতা ভাগবতে কয়ে,
এই তো সিদ্ধান্ত গীতা ভাগবতে কয়,
যুগ ধর্ম প্রবর্তন ওই অংশ হইতে,
যুগ ধর্ম প্রবর্তন হয় অংশ হইতে,
আমামি না অন্য নারে ব্রজ প্রেম দিতে,
আমামি না অন্য নারে ব্রজ প্রেম দিতে।
He is thinking like that. Who is thinking? Krishna is thinking in his hour. So I'll go and set up an example. You understand? Juga dharma pravartam nama sankirtana chari bhava bhakti diya nacha mukvana. I'll initiate Juga dharma, nam sankirtan, and will make the whole world dance. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram. You see, while you chant this, how you are dancing, automatically you dance. Isn't it? No dance master is required and teach you how to dance. Automatically. Isn't it? That Mahaprabhu wants. Chari bhava bhakti diya nachamu bhuvana. I'll make the whole world dance. By chanting Hare Krishna, giving chari bhava bhakti. You understand? There are 5 principal rasas. Rasa, we were talking about rasa, mellow. 5 principal rasas. Do you know what are they? Bolo, yes. Correct. Santo, Dasya, Sakhya, Vatsalya, Madhurya. You know all this, isn't it? These 5 principal rasas. But Mahaprabhu says, Chari bhava bhakti diya natang bhuvan. He never says 5. He only says 4. 4 rasas. In Mahaprabhu's pastime, Mahaprabhu Tattva, Caitanya Tattva will get only 4 rasas, not 5. Santo is cut off. You understand? Dasya, Sakhya, Vatsalya, Madhurya. These 4 types. Chari bhava bhakti dhyana tamukvan. I'll give these 4 types of rasa bhakti, rasa samandha. Dasya, Sakhya, Vatsalya and Madhurya, and make all the world dance. You understand? And Madhurya is the topmost. Gopi Bhava, Radha Bhava. You understand? Apani karima bhakta bhava angikare, apani achari bhakti sikhamu sada. I'll go as a devotee, not as Bhagavan. You understand? Not as Bhagavan. I'll go as a devotee. Apani karima bhakta bhava angikare. You understand? Assume the bhakta bhava as a devotee, the mood of a devotee, and incarnate myself. Apani achari bhakti sikhamu sabari. I'll teach one and all how to practice this bhakti, devotional service unto Krishna, by observing myself in my own life. You understand? This is Mahaprabhu's motto. Apani achari dharma opare sikhao. You should practice yourself and teach by your own practical example, behavior in your daily life, not by theoretical speaking. Understand? This is Mahaprabhu. अपने ना कइले धर्म शिखाना ना जाए, यही तो सिद्धांत गीता भागवत गीता है. You understand? If you won't do in your life, you can teach others. You have no right to teach. You understand? That Mahaprabhu says. अपने ना कइले धर्म शिखाना ना जाए. You cannot teach this tattva of dharma tattva, this tattva, nam sankirtan dharma, unless you practice yourself. This is Siddhanta Gita Bhagavad. This is the conclusion given in Gita and Bhagavad. You understand? Juga dharma pravartana hoy onso hoite ama bina onne nare broja prema. You understand? Does Krishna come in every dwapar? Juga? Krishna never comes in every dwapar juga. You understand? He comes one a millennium, kalpa. You understand? Do you know this? In one millennium, in one kalpa, each yugas come 2000 times. You understand? Each yuga comes 2000 times. So Krishna never comes in each dwapar. Similarly, Mahaprabhu, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu never comes in each Kali Yuga. You understand? Once in Kalapa, Krishna comes in, and once in a Kalapa, Chaitanya comes himself. You understand? This Yuga, this Kali Yuga is that Yuga in which Chaitanya came himself. And previous, this Yuga was Dwapar in which Krishna came himself. So this Kali is known as special Kali Yuga, not an ordinary Kali Yuga. Special, Dhanya Kali also. It is stated, Dhanya Kali. Because Mahaprabhu himself came. In other Kali Yugas, Mahaprabhu never comes himself. How this Yuga Dharma is initiated then? Do you know it? You know? Don't know, it's this said. Yuga Dharma pravartana hoy onso hoite. Ama bina onne nari broja prema. Onso. Onso, do you know? Portion and portion, portion. You understand? Plenary portions. The one of the plenary portions of Chaitanya comes in other Kali Yugas and just initiated Yuga Dharma. You understand? But he can never give this Braja Prem, this love of Krishna. You understand? Do you understand now? Do you understand? The answer comes in other Yugas, all Kali Yugas. Answer of Krishna comes in other Dwapar Yugas. Krishna only once come in a millennium, in one Dwapar Yuga. So similarly Chaitanya only comes once in a millennium. And his answers come in other Kali Yugas. They just initiate this Harinam. They can never give this praise. Only Krishna can give that. Yuga Dharma Pravartana hoy onso ama bina onne nari broja prema. So this is special Kali Yuga. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu himself came. Krishna himself came as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and he gave this praise. So those people are very fortunate who have taken birth in this Kali Yuga. You understand? Because Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came and given this praise. So this is the supreme perfection of human life. To get this praise. Do you follow? To be a devotee of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu or devotee of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, servant of the servant of the servant of the servant. And get this praise and practice in your life and attain the supreme perfection of your life. if you are fortunate. You understand? Acharya dharmam paricharya Vishnu vicharya tirthani vicharya vedam vina gaura priyo pada sevang vedadi jasprapta padam vidanti. Prabhupada Saraswati Pad says this thing in Caitanya-caritāmṛta. You understand? You follow? Don't you know this? So, no, this is the most important verse. Acharya dharmam paricharya Vishnu. No. Acharya dharmam paricharya Vishnu. Then vicharya tirthani vicharya veda. Vina gaura priya pada sevang vedaditas prapta padam. You understand? The most important. Acharya dharma. You may observe then vicharya tirthani vicharya veda. You may go and visit all the tirthas, places of pilgrimage. You understand? And take your bath there. You understand? Then vicharya veda. You may study Vedas. You may be very learned scholar of Vedas. But vina gaura priya pada sevang vedadi jasprapta padam vinanti. But unless you take shelter of a dear devotee of Lord Chaitanya Gaura, serve him, gaura priya pada sevang, you cannot understand the truth, the tattva of Vedas, tattva of Sriman Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. By doing all this, in spite of doing all this is the meaning of this. So this is most important. Gaura priya pada seva. Yes? Caitanya-caritāmṛta. Prabhupada Saraswati has said this. Most important. You understand? So, we say this thing, but there is also the scriptural evidence is there in Padma Purana. There are 4 sampradayas. Bona fide. Sri Brahma Rudra Sanaka. Vaishnava Kiti Bhavana. Tattaraste Koro Bhavya Utkale Purusuttama. In Kali Yuga there are 4 bona fide sampradayas. Sri Sampradaya is coming from Lakshmi. Sri Ramanujacharya Sampradaya. Brahma Sampradaya. That is coming from Brahma and Madhvacharya Sampradaya. Rudra Sampradaya coming from Rudra Shivaji, Shiva Swami, Vishnu Swami Sampradaya, Sanaka, 4 Kumaras, Acharya Nimbaditya, Nimbakacharya. These are 4 bona fide acharyas. One may take Guru from out of these 4. You understand? But unless he comes to this path, accepts the spiritual master coming under the line, this succession of Gaura, the Gaura Priya Bhakta, a dear devotee of Lord Gauranga, he cannot attain this prem of. You understand? He will be devoid of prem. So all must come to this. Must accept Gauranga, or Gauranga is no longer now, but when his successor comes, his dear devotee, Gaura Priya Vaishnava. You understand? Then you get this praise. Otherwise, Vedadi Dusprapta Padum Vindanti. But you cannot have this praise, which is the most confidential thing said in Vedas. Sarvaicha Vedai Ahangeva Vedya, Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita. Sarvaicha Vedai Ahangeva Vedya. In all the Vedas, I am to be known, isn't it? The so-called Vedic Pandits, so-called Vedic Pandits, they say, they just show you the book Veda. Where is written Krishna in Veda? Show me. No Krishna is written. They cannot know Krishna, they cannot find out Krishna, how Krishna is mentioned. You see. Because they have not taken shelter at the lotus feet of Gour or Gaura Priya Bhakta, they are devotee of Gaura. So they cannot understand. So one must come to this. To know Krishna in truth, have to have this prem. Unless you know this prem, God will get this prem, you cannot know him in truth. Not possible. Vedādi Dusprapya, therefore Prabhupada Saraswati says this. This is the only process. Come to Gaura. Accept this succession, basically succession, Gaura Dhara, Vaishnava Gaudiya Dhara, we say. Whatever you may be from Sri Sampradaya, Ramanuja Sampradaya, or Vishnu Swami Sampradaya, or Nimbarka Sampradaya, or Madhava Sampradaya, what Sampradaya you may be. But come to this. Unless you accept Gaura, unless you accept a dear devotee of Gaura, and serve him, and surrender yourself at his lotus feet, you cannot know this. This is the supreme purpose. You understand? This is not for you. Now I'll speak something in Oriya, so many are disappointed. They don't know English. Special for you. Where shall I go? Where shall I find him? Please tell me. He's crying like that. You understand? That is stated there. So you have to cry like that. It teaches by his example. If you want Krishna, you should cry. Hari Hari Balite Nayanu Vahe Nira. He's shedding tears from his eyes, uttering Hari Hari Hari, that Gauranga. You want Krishna? No hurry. Are you crying for it? No cry, no tears are coming out from your eyes. Now can get Krishna. This is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's teaching. You cry for it. You understand? Otherwise you cannot get it. Those who have got Krishna, they have cried for it. You understand? So you cry from today. How can I cry? The tears are not coming out. So put some chili in your eyes, then tears will come out. Cry. Hurry. This is tattva, you see. What shall I do? So nice, this nectarian. Gauranga story. कहाँ गले कहाँ पाऊँ ब्रजेन्द्र क्या मते भेटाई बसी नंदन काहारे कहिब आमी के जाने दुख ब्रजेन्द्र नंदन बिना ताते मोर दुख To whom shall I say my misery? Who can understand what is the misery in my heart? My heart is bleeding, is breaking without finding Brajendra Nanda, the son of Brajaraj Nanda Kumar. He was crying like that. Mahaprabhu was crying like that. He was teaching by example. Do you understand? Do you understand now? How Mahaprabhu was teaching by example. So are you crying? You are not crying. I can get Krishna. You must cry. You must cry for it. You understand? So from today you must practice crying. I'll see how far you are crying. It is not an artificial thing, you see. This crying is not an artificial thing. It comes from the power of the heart. If you develop Krishna prema, that Mahaprabhu has taught us, automatically you can cry. You understand? Otherwise, not an artificial thing. When you chant Hare Krishna, automatically you can cry. Tears roll down from the eyes. So dance before the deities, chanting Hare Krishna and cry. Then you can get Krishna. Understand? That Mahaprabhu has taught. This is most important. This is the question of prema, love. Lover and beloved. You understand? And they are away. Viched means separation. Each of them are crying. You understand? Each of them are crying. This crying is the most important thing in this Gour Tattva. Mahaprabhu was crying us. He has set this example. This is the question of love. This will show that you have developed love of Krishna. You are crying as a gopi, as crying as Radharani. You understand? Practice this.